Vamos.
Hi Darío, I'm Marcos Villemur, and together with Jeremías Payotto and Lucia Sanchez, we are presenting our TP 6C for the unit number 6. Hi guys.
Hello
Hi.
there.
Hi.
How are you?
So we can start with our presentation, and slide number 1, here we are. Okay, the team members, as I told you, are Lucia Sáenz, Jeremías Payotto, and me, Marcos Villemur, and you, of course, as part of our team, the teacher, Darío.
Okay,
The
so
Okay,
yeah, sorry.
yes, please, Jeremías.
Okay, well, to begin with, here is the name of our article, which is From Bees to the Classroom, Fostering Gender Equality Awareness Through CLIL in Primary Education. And well, basically it consists of an observation that we made, which is widely known that there are some changes about women progressively filling new roles in society, and um, gender inequality in terms of occupational roles, right? In diverse contexts, different contexts. So we took that information and we made some research, and we found that the gender differences, let's say, start forming at a very young age in individuals. So the possibility of introducing strategies in the school curricula to tackle cultural gender stereotypes could make a difference. Then that's why we chose these two pieces of information to make our article, which is also based on CLIL, as I mentioned before. And well, we introduced the definition of COIL because we considered that it was relevant to know what is CLIL, and that's why we introduced this definition, which is that it combines, in a certain way, teaching methods with that are subject learning and language learning, and in this case, we use it as a framework to develop our activities and to promote awareness of gender equality in the English classroom, right? And that's why we designed, or we proposed we designed a proposal to explore these gender differences and discrimination against women, in which students could develop critical thinking, enhance awareness of these social issues, which are so important and relevant in our modern society. And well, all in all, we could say that this article intends to present these activities in a way in which we could introduce it as future educators and combine it with natural science, right? We found, we found that the organization of bees and their social organization was a good start to examine, gender roles and promote the objective that I have already mentioned. So, like making a parallelism between our society or human society with the bees society, let's say, or their social roles or interactions and their particular roles based on their genders. And in that way, we can combine not only natural science, but also gender discrimination, and we could use the CLIL approach properly, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So as Jere said, to deal with these issues, we have focused on a few specific approaches. Our primarily methodology was using content and language integrated learning approach. In our case, we choose natural science as a lens to explore this complex topic about gender equality. And also, this is a theme, a topic that children of this age, 10, 11 years old, are usually really interesting. So that is why we chose that. So with this dual focus approach, this allows students to actively apply the language they are learning while they are engaging with these meaningful activities that we created. And this will promote their critical thinking and their cultural awareness. Also, in this framework, we focus also in constructivism and social constructivism, as we believe that learners actively build their knowledge on their experiences and their social interaction. So this is why the ideas of the activities where students work collaboratively and will be fostering their dialogue, and the cooperation will be a great asset to their learning. Then we think that by using the real life situations, like Jerez says, analyzing a bee colony, or also their own experiences with gender stereotypes, for example, in their houses, with their families. And we think that this will challenge students to think deeply. This approach will be key to help them develop problem-solving skills and critical thinking skills, all of the 21st century skills that are needed to understand this type of concepts and to develop the gender equality awareness, and also to empower them to become adults who contribute positively to a more egalitarian world. And finally, we have we focused on a whole child approach, and we consider that students' social and emotional needs are very important in their environment, and this will foster their cognitive, social, and emotional development, and to create an inclusive and supportive environment where they'll feel safe to express themselves and be actively involved in their learning. So all of these approaches and principal ideas guided the design of the activities that we are about to present.
Okay. So then we continue with the activities. Here we are. The strength of our proposal is grounded in the integration of a sequence which is concatenated. We have three different group of activities that could be delivered in the different classes. The activity number one is the starter, and it consists in a video in which the students will be introduced by the teacher using, for example, also flashcards to explore the V roles, and then they will try to infer. This is the critical thinking ability proposed in this activity, which are the V roles, and then they will have to compare with the human roles in society. The abilities in which will be developed in this activity are the listening, then speaking, because they are different debates along the class in which the teacher scaffold the kids with different questions, and she or he they guide, sorry, the sequence, and then they will have to read also because they have to work on a worksheet. The activity number two is a reading comprehension activity. Basically, they will have to compare the V roles with occupations, human occupations, and they will make a parallel between the bee colony and the human society. Then the teacher conduces a debate focusing on who are the genders of the bees, which basically make the keywords inside the colony. So the key point of this activity is the comparison and the evaluation about the bee gender, if they are bee boys or bee girls, who make the big effort inside the colony compared to our society, And here the skills are reading and speaking, basically. And the last sequence of activities are called the high drama because, first of all, children are asked to create different masks that they will be used after in a role play activity. So they will have to create their own mask in groups of five children. There will be a queen bee, two boy bees, which will take the role of the drones, and two girl bees that will take the role of the workers. And then using prompts and already made phrases, they will have to create dialogues to then role play them as if they were in the bee colonies. And here, basically, the skill is the speaking ability. So, the conclusion.
Right, okay. So, well, we found out after all these activities and our writing of our article that CLIL approach can be used to address social issues as we are speaking about gender equality on an English as a foreign language classroom. And also that it's very effective for students to actively construct their knowledge through meaningful activities as it's proposed on our conceptual framework based on constructivism. And this will, of course, engage students and hopefully make them feel more in touch with the rest of the society and to foster their critical thinking skills. What do you think, Hede?
Yeah, I think that we could observe in this set of activities that the critical thinking skills could be developed in the English classroom by encouraging students to analyze, compare, reflect on their own experiences, to make it as meaningful as possible so they could internalize and they could acquire the knowledge effectively, right? And it also provides an example that this model for educators could create a more inclusive and more inclusive classroom and promote equality, diversity, and social change, which is the main aim of this article, right? To consider all these elements in the English classroom.
Well, then we have the other part of our presentation, which is our own reflections. And in my case, if I can start, for me, it was a very challenging activity since we have to, first of all, coincide in our perspectives when we have to choose the topic. I remember that it was a different topic to handle because we have to I don't know, interchange different opinions in order to select which point of intersectionality or which theme we wanted to approach and to expand with our work. And then it was very enriching to make a brainstorming. And along the work, I felt supported by you, my mates, because sometimes we have doubts or we didn't know how to organize the text or to write. I mean, the ideas, to create the ideas and the paragraphs. And I think that combining our thoughts in a collaborative way and being respectful of others' perspective was very, very nice for me. What about you?
Yeah, for me, that was the most challenging part to agree on a single subject. We had a lot of days discussing which one each of us wanted to to talk about. But I think that I'm at least I'm really happy with the result. I think we had very good and respectful conversations within the whole article, and well, I think it was good. Summarizing, it was good.
Okay, and well, I think that well, it was quite a challenge, as I mentioned there. At the very beginning, it seemed like a difficult task to accomplish, but eventually, by little steps, we could make it. And well, I'm happy for that, and also for my classmates. I agree with them that it was a good collaborative work, and we could function as a group, and the dynamic was adequate, and I think it was great. And I think that it is like a starting point because now we know that we could easily write an article. So I think that. Well, we appreciate that. I think it was one of the best moments of the course of studies. And well, I really appreciate the opportunity of working with my classmates and with you, Adi, as well. So that would be it.
Okay, and I also want to thank you about the interchange along the whole year, by the way. So this is the end, and thank you, Dario, because you have conducted this process which have been very enriching for all of us. So goodbye.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Yo acá tengo, creo que no está grabando, ¿no? No. ¿Sí?
Yeah, you have to push the button, stop recording.